let's do a sketchbook update. This time, we have 2 sketchbooks to get through. This time around, we have 2 sketchbooks. So at the beginning of the year, I actually took on this challenge where I would do at least 15 minutes, or 10 to 15 minutes, of drawing a day. Have I kept up with that? No, but I managed to do it for all of January. Not all of it was in the sketchbook, I've got to be honest. Some of it was digital work, but that is one of the reasons why I actually have 2 sketchbooks to show you guys. Let's get to the first sketchbook. So before I go into the sketchbook, I'm just going to explain the stickers. The mandatory Scrawlrbox stickers. Since I have quite a lot of the Scrawlrbox stickers left over from having years upon years of Scrawlrboxes. This one is a Lowish sticker. I got it from a Kickstarter campaign, and this is a mermaid by Sophia Lou. I brought her mermaid book from last year and I got this as a free sticker. So starting off the sketchbook, obviously no beginning page. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying to save a really good drawing for this page, but I never got around to it. So whoopsie daisy. So first of all, we have some sketches of Loki. Even little child Loki. She's so cute, oh my god. Then we have Melissa and Matthew. I really need to draw them more, but I have so many characters that it's really hard to draw all of them. And there's some months where I have character favoritism and I will only draw that one character or a certain group of characters. That's a really cute, tiny Melissa. I really want to draw all like the kid versions of at least the main characters at some point in the future. Oh, but that's so cute. Oh my god. I also think this is watercolour pencil. Either that or it's cheaper watercolour. I'm not entirely sure. Then we have some headshots. I do a lot of character headshots. I know. I do them as warm-ups a lot. This is a design for Nikki. Nikki is Nicholas's future grandson. So just to be clear, my OC universe has multiple levels, meaning like the levels of generations, and I could draw any of them from any of those different levels of generations, and he's named after Nicholas. I call him Nikki, so that way I can decipher between Nicholas and Nikki. Also, I love the fact that he has freckles. He's adorable. Oh my god. I love him. Then over here, we just have some random poses. I don't know what I was thinking with some of these poses. I think I was thinking Ruby, possibly. Maybe one of the bird or butterfly-ish characters. I don't know. But I sometimes would draw random poses, and there's a little scribble of Ruby down here. And then there's Mira. I did like really badly placed wings on Mira. Then on this page, I don't know what I was doing with this. I was kind of contemplating doing like a watercolor painting of Avis, and it very much failed. And I really didn't like the way it was turning out, so I just ditched it, and all the colours just look incredibly muddy. Then we have some headshots of Hawk. Hawk is my cruel emperor of Avis. Then we have some really badly sketched out poses. I think I was having a rough day. There's a lot of pages where I have rough days, and I'm just like, ooh, this is not turning out great. Every artist has piles and piles of terrible drawings to get to their good one piece of artwork. I can speak from personal experience. University was tough because I wanted to show off my best work, but they also want the really bad work as the development work. Okay, so the next page is actually a really good picture. I actually love this picture. So this is from the kingdom of Halle. Halle is known as the forgotten or lost kingdom. It gets abandoned and obviously it's all overgrown, and I really really like the way this looks. I actually really love the way the sketch of this looked, and to rub out the sketch to paint over it was one of the hardest things I've had to do, because I love the sketch, but I also really love the way this turned out as well. So this piece, even though I love it, has me very conflicted because I miss the sketch of this one as well. And we have some drawings of Ocean. Now, if you've ever had the pleasure of looking through my DeviantArt gallery, you might know who Ocean is. Ocean is a very old character of mine, and I got in conversation with one of my old DeviantArt friends, and we used to roleplay Ocean and their character Trey. I had to redraw her and redesign her, and that's what I wanted to do. So here is Ocean and Trey. Trey actually has a new design as well, because my friend Reese, that's Trey's owner, by the way, actually redesigned him as well and redrew him and everything. And I'm like, yes, yes, bring him back. Bring the boy back. I loved him then and I love him now. This is a more cuter sketch of Ocean, and I actually like this better than the one on this page, but it kind of follows the same sort of principle. But I think I put her in Halle, I think. I'm not entirely 100% sure about that. So the next page. So these are the original sketches for the Draw This in Your Style video that I did. My very first Draw This in Your Style video. And I really like the way that these came out. Well, the final pieces anyway. The sketches, mediocre. The final pieces turned out a lot better than this, and I'm actually very happy about that. I actually almost ditched this piece of artwork because I thought it was, one, too simple, and two, just, it didn't feel right. But I actually kept it and thought, no, I could rework it and hopefully make it better in the final piece, which I did, and I was very happy with it. As for that Draw This in Your Style video that I did for these two sketches, I'll actually have the link to it up in the iCard, up in the right hand corner. So the next page is of Nicholas, and I did try an experiment with the way he looked, and some of them don't look great, I've got to be honest. But I like that even though I sometimes can't draw my characters consistently, I at least give it a shot. I am trying to get better at my character consistency in between drawing them, because sometimes when I draw the same character more than once, they can look different each time, which is annoying. I don't know why it happens. I don't know how it happens, but it just does. These are Nicholas. This is actually Briar. Briar is actually Nicholas's sister-in-law, and she is a princess of Verona and Vanessa's sister. Then we have this painting. I was trying to do something like that Halle painting before, but it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. I think because the sketch was sort of mediocre. I think the reason why the Halle painting actually turned out so much better than this is because I actually had a good foundation sketch. This is a classic example of you have a mediocre foundation, you have a mediocre final piece. I know I said with those Draw This in Your Style pieces that I made it better in the final piece, but this obviously was not that case. It's not bad though. Then we have these, and I think around this time I was actually going to do the Brusho video, and I think these are actually Brusho colour swatches. They are super bright and pigmented and they're beautiful. I do actually have a video trying out these Brusho powders, because these are actually watercolour powder, and I'll have a link to that up in the iCard as well. I know I'm promoting a lot of my other videos in this, but I do a lot of development sketches for other videos in my sketchbook. So on this page we have a couple of expressions and stuff. Not the best, but not the worst. There wasn't a specific character I was going for to put these with. Also, I couldn't decide either. So this last expression I actually made into a character, and this one is Briar again. I think I was experimenting with Briar's design a little bit because you can see it's sort of changed from here to here. Again, with that whole character consistency thing. Why does it happen? Why? So then we have some composition kind of stuff. I think I also was trying to find compositions for the brusho video, and it was actually super hard to come up with compositions for that video because you want the space for the brusho powders to actually work properly. Because I have a more detailed character-centric style, I of course wanted that detail in there, but working with a material that doesn't really do detail very well and precision was difficult, and coming up with compositions was even harder. So then we have the second character design video that I did for the Instagram Designs My OCs series. I love that video series, by the way. The only thing I don't like about that video series is the fact that it takes me what feels like centuries to edit. And then rendering takes at least 3 hours, possibly 4. I think with this character design video that I did, I think I left it overnight to render, but the overall process, I just loved it, and I love the result of this. This character's name, if you don't already know, is Elias. I will actually leave the creation and the sketching of all the character design process that's in the sketchbook. He was an eel character. Oh, in terms of the headshots, this one has got to be my favorite. I think in terms of all the character design videos, there's one headshot that always stands out. Now with this one, this headshot just stands out. It makes him look terrifying, which was what I was going for because eels are terrifying. He's got some charm about him, and he is incredibly fun to draw. I love drawing Elias so much. I keep forgetting about the pencil glare. I do apologise. Then we have some pen sketches. We're coming to the end of the sketchbook because it is towards the end of the month. Again, we have Eli. Eli is just short for Elias, because a lot of people in that comment section actually really like the name Eli. So I kind of compromised and was like, how about Elias? So then we have some faces. I actually really like this one. I think this was actually a study from Pinterest. I just really like the way it came out. And then this is just a random pen sketch of Loki. So then we have these sketches. They're just really random pencil sketches. I was trying to decide what I wanted to draw and nothing was turning out right. I really want to do a composition like this, but I don't know if I can pull it off completely. I will give it a try in the future, but I just really want to do that sort of composition, and I know I will come back to it. I also, for some reason, really like this pose. It just feels natural, almost. I know, it's a really messy pen sketch, but there's just something about it that just feels like it has some weight to it. Then we have the Scrawlbox colours. I did a video for this and I was quite disappointed that I got a dupe of the Micron pen, but I like pro markers anyway, so that's fine. Then we have some sketches of Loki. I do a lot of Loki and Nicholas in this sketchbook because I'm working on something that has stuff to do with the Loka characters, which is from Loki's kingdom, of which Loki and Nicholas feature heavily. So then we have River and Loki. River is Loki's mother. I actually did a picture of Loki and River for that Scrawlbox theme. So that is actually the end of that sketchbook because I didn't want to sketch on this page because of all of the bleed. So on to the next sketchbook. So obviously with the stickers, we have a Scrawlbox sticker. I think this was from the September box, just in time for Inktober. So that's why I have this sticker and it's black. And these are actually just homemade stickers of my OC Universe Kingdom emblems. And these were just test prints of stickers that I could do in the future. So this is Avis, Loka, a Krell, and Mariposa. There are more kingdom emblems, but I only had these at the time of doing the stickers, so that's why there's only 4 of them. This sketchbook is February 1st to April 10th, so it's not too long been finished by the time this video comes out. So at first we have some random character poses. This, I think, started as a reference sketchbook. I started this thinking, oh, it's going to be completely all studies and stuff like that, but I caved and it became my complete sketchbook. So these are some hand studies. Not the best, but not the worst. I've had comments in the past saying I draw hands either very small or very chubby. Personal experience. My hands are very small and chubby. So the next page, we have some Drawing Your OCs, episode 8. And we also have some Scrawler Box swatches here. I think this is actually from when, after I opened the box, I just played around with them in my sketchbook and just wrote some words and had some fun. And these Karen markers, ugh, I loved them. They were so good. I would 100% buy more if I hadn't already got loads of watercolor already. Then these watercolor swatches, these are actually handmade watercolors by Andrea. I actually brought the Coffee and Friends set. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I brought the little swatch card and I tried them out, and this is what I got. I really like them, but I'm scared of using them. I just want to keep them because they're so cute. So we have some compositions. I was going to go for this composition, but I liked this one more and I'd fleshed it out more. Then we have the other Drawing Your OCs episode 8 character. Then we have this composition of Loka, and I like it, but it's not on the same level as the sketch of that Halle painting from the last sketchbook. This is actually supposed to be one of the corridors inside the palace. Oh, I still have eraser dust in my sketchbooks. It really shows you just how neat I am. This was supposed to be Nicholas and his love interest Vanessa, later wife. Ooh no. These ones did not turn out great. No, burn them with fire. So these next 2 drawings, they're actually fan art of Miraculous Ladybug, and I did these in the matter of about 20 minutes each. They were very quick, very fast, and I did them for a project with Amino. These 2 Miraculous Ladybug pieces of fan art were actually like really quick testers to test out how I would do the content. As I said, they're not great, they have their flaws, but it wasn't supposed to be amazing. So we have Ladybug, and then we have Cat Noir. I like the way Cat Noir came out better than the Ladybug drawing. I spent about the same, possibly a couple of minutes more maybe, on the Cat Noir one, but not long. Then I was just drawing some of my characters. I think this was supposed to be Amelia, maybe? I'm not entirely sure about that one. But this is my character, Pele. She is actually a Cinder Ash princess. Her hair actually turns to lava. I really want to do a picture of her because I really do think that having a picture of her with her hair as lava, like a full digital painting or maybe even a traditional piece where I could actually really show off how I can do lighting with the picture. I think that would be really, really cool. Maybe in the future. Hopefully in the future. So then we have this piece. This is kind of like the Halle piece. The sketch wasn't as good as the Halle piece, but it was somewhat there. This is supposed to be the Kingdom of Avis. And you can tell it's Avis because it has like this cage sort of thing. It's supposed to be a bird kingdom, so the castle imitates a bird cage almost. In terms of the sketch for this one, I actually did it at the Birmingham Craft Fair halfway through the day when me and my mum were going around it and we took a break and I just decided to draw this. Then over here we have some headshots, 2 that didn't really work out, and then we have a picture of Kanara. Kanara is Avis's princess. Yes, a lot of my characters are royalty. I really like the dynamics of like royal families and stuff like that, and I really like playing with it. So that's kind of what my OC universe was actually based on, royal families and connections between kingdoms. My OC universe also emphasizes characters' interactions and also family ties. So then we have a complete mess of a page, or a double page spread. And I think I was trying to decide who I wanted to draw. So we have Daphne, we have Amelia, Alex, Pele. There's also this little picture of Typhi. I think I was trying to decide who I wanted to do for the Draw This in Your Style challenge. Also, there's a mix of the Draw This Again challenge, the Masquerade Girl. Now, the original character in the Masquerade Girl was actually Amelia herself, but the older version of Amelia that I had, and I didn't really want to use the new version of Amelia with that character again. So I changed up the character in the final Draw This Again video. So that's why you don't see Amelia in the Draw This Again video. So then we have more character sketches. I think this was supposed to be Briar, but it doesn't look good as Briar. Then we have this picture of Daphne. Daphne actually could have worked for the Draw This in Your Style picture, but I didn't draw her for it. We also have Vanessa. Finally, I actually decided to do Typhi, and this is the original sketch. In the final piece, in this window here, you can see her brother Abereron. However, in the original sketch, I didn't really have the room to fit him, so I did that digitally. Then we have some random character sketches. I think I was just trying to warm up that day. So we have Aquaria from Akrel. She becomes the queen of Akrel. And then we have Pele with her lava hair. Not the best example of Pele, but I like this one. Then we have some very, very rough sketches of Ruby, Jalal, and Hawk. Not my best work. I kind of like the way Hawk came out, but these two are incredibly rough. So then I was doing some pictures of Elias. So Elias actually does have a love interest in my character universe, and her name is Lorelei. She is one of Pearl's sisters. She's appeared in several sketchbook tours, but Lorelei has actually appeared as well. She appeared as the mermaid in my Wish video. Elias and Lorelei would actually have quite the interesting dynamic. They would not love each other straight away. She would actually kind of be scared of him at first. She would also not really be attracted to his appearance at first either, and I really do feel like there would be a little bit of a tsundere sort of moment happening with them. They don't like each other, but they do. Then we have the pirate captain Briar. Now Briar is a princess of Verona, the Crystal Kingdom. However, she does actually end up becoming a pirate captain. This is a part of the story that I just love and I love to explore, but I don't get to explore it much or often enough as I would like. So I definitely want to draw more Briar, but I want to draw more of all of my characters. So then we have a very half-finished sketch. I think this was supposed to be Lorelei, but I never ended up finishing it. Then we have a sketch of Vanessa in pen. Then we have some sketches that I tried to do for the Scrawlerbox March, which is Enchantress. I haven't actually got round to it, and I'm thinking of combining both the April and March Scrawlerboxes. What would you say to a 2-in-1 Scrawlerbox video? Because I actually filmed the unboxing of the March Scrawlerbox, and April for me has yet to come because of the Easter bank holiday. I think it'd be fun to mix 2 boxes supplies together and see what we get. If you would like to see that, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on that idea. So then we have these 2 studies. So in the previous sketchbook, I did a pen Pinterest study, and these 2 are pencil Pinterest studies. I really don't like the way this came out. I tried to do something in pen, but I wasn't feeling pen. It even says here, oof, I'm feeling rough. I did this woman with curly hair, didn't turn out the way I liked. But this one, I really like the way that this sketch came out. I don't know, there's just something about it that just is so cool to me. And I really like it. Is it the best thing I've ever done? No, but it's good. I like it. I think if I had to change it, I would actually smooth out the bump in the face that happens here, because it kind of looks a little bit odd. But other than that, I actually really like it. And maybe the mouth as well, like maybe just make it a little bit better. And I loved my pencil mark making here. I just thought it was really, really cool. Then we have, I think that was supposed to be Hawk, but it doesn't look consistent to be Hawk. The whole character consistency thing is eating me alive. It was either supposed to be Hawk, or I was trying to branch out in terms of character faces. There was kind of a mix of that feel. Then we have this random sketch. This was supposed to be a character, but I don't know which one it was supposed to be. This character is Iris. She is actually the Draw This Again fairy, if you don't know who she is. So my Draw This Again and Draw This Again videos contain a fairy, and she is the fairy. And she is from my Butterfly Kingdom, Mariposa. And that is the end of it. Oh, I really wish there was more pages in these sketchbooks. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour of 2 separate sketchbooks. I don't think I've done a sketchbook tour of 2 separate sketchbooks in a long time, and the reason why I clubbed these 2 together is because they're relatively short sketchbooks. Another reason why I clubbed these 2 sketchbooks together is because I did this one in very quick succession, as you can see by the dates at the bottom, and because I did it in such a quick succession, it could not fit in with my video schedule I was keeping at the time. So I just decided, why not bunch these 2 together. For those actually wondering, I actually use this file folder thing, and I keep my sketchbook and stuff in here. As you can see, this is my current sketchbook that I'm using, and it's just another version of this one. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this 2-in-1 sketchbook tour. If you did, you can click that like button and subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already, for notifications for every time I upload and live stream. I'm hoping to do more live streams in the future. Obviously, I've been a bit busy recently. Certain events in my life have been taking over, but hopefully soon I will live stream again, and I'm excited to do so. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!